Hello friends, welcome. This is the first tutorial of Angular 2.0 where we'll be understanding how to install Angular development environment onto your PC. So let's begin with the first part. Now as you can see in the screen on the screen that a point first consists of installing Angular 2.0 development environment and creating first Angular app. So let us begin with it. Now, very important point before starting installation of Angular, it is very necessary to install a nodejs setup onto your PC. So, internet is required, of course, and you need to go to this following link specified here, nodejs. So, let us move to our browser. As you can see, the link is already open, and if you have to download it from Google, you just have to type nodejs. It is accessible, the first link itself, and what you need to do is click this link. Here is the link for download. We'll just download it. So guys, the setup is downloaded. Let's go to the folder. I'll open the folder, and you can see this is the nodejs setup. Let's install the setup first. Double click. The installation is very easy. You just have to click next, next, next. There is no any kind of configuration to be done. So it is just computing its requirement. Okay, so the requirements are computed, and let's click on next. I accept. Next, and next, next again, next, and install. Okay, now the nodejs is installed successfully. Click finish, and that's it. Let's go to our slide. So this is the very important step before you start the Angular installation. Okay, let's go to next slide. Now here the installation of Angular can be done in two approaches. The first approach is, right now we are seeing it on the screen, installing Angular 2.0 environment and creating first app. It is by using the Angular CLI command, as you can see here. Sorry, as you can see here, npm install -g at Angular CLI. So this is the first method where the Angular is installed globally on your PC. The files are copied to somewhere in your C drive, program files, and Windows. So this is the first approach, and the second approach is by installing your application locally into some particular folder by using git bash. Okay, so let's move step by step. Let's move to step 1. Now, let us begin the installation of Angular environment globally. That is the first approach. So for this, what we will need to do is this command. Use this command npm install -g Angular CLI. Okay. So I'll just open the command prompt and run it as administrator. Click yes. Okay. Now I'll copy and paste this command here. Okay. And I'll click enter. So as you can see, the process of downloading, fetching the data and installing it onto your PC has started. So here the metadata has been fetched. So this process will require some maybe 4 to 5 minutes. So just be patient till everything gets installed successfully. So guys, till the time Angular is getting installed through command prompt, let us have a look about its detail. So you just need to go to angular.io, the website, and then once the website is loaded, go into the doc section, and here CLI quick start. So you can have the details how the installation is to be done, like the first step that we have already done, npm install -g angular CLI, which is currently going on. The installation is going on. So if you're interested to read it in detail, so this is the place where you can visit. So guys, here you can see that the installation of Angular is completely done. Once you get this yellow color text, it means that the installation is done, and you will get the root path here. Let's move on further now. So if you see the second step, first step we have done is the installation of Angular. Now the second step is to create an app, that is creating first app. So we will be creating app by following the first approach of Angular installation. Just note it down. Okay, now copy this command ng. It is the Angular keyword, new is again the keyword, and my app, this is the name of directory that will be created. All the files will be present into this directory. So let us move on to a folder. Now press shift key and open command window here, and I'll just write this ng new my app. Well, the name of our application will be first app, ng new first app, and press enter. Now you can see that there is no folder in this demo folder. This folder is completely blank. So here you can see it is creating some kind of files. It is installing packages. And guys, if you have noticed, I have written here, be patient, requires time to create. Now this is the place where you will have to be patient, because this is gonna take lots of time. I mean, at least some 4 to 5 minutes. Not much, but yes. So if you have a look at the backend, the name of our application is first app, and accordingly first app folder is created. Well, the installation of packages is going on. So guys, you can see that we have got a message that installed packages for tooling via npm, and project first app successfully created. So let's move towards the next step. Now we need to go into that app. Actually here it should be cd. Okay, cd your app name, directory name. So if you see here, now the directory name is first app. So what I will do is cd and first app, press enter. Now I am into the directory. So the next step is to check whether our application is working or not. So let's start our application, npm start. So this is the way we are starting our application. Okay, it's building the modules. Our site will be available on this particular URL, http localhost 4200. Compiled successfully. What you can do is copy this URL and paste into the website here, paste into the browser, and you can get your first app works. You can see the website is the URL is specified here, localhost 4200. On this port we can get the output of our application. So app works, it means that our app is installed successfully. So in this way we have installed our first approach of Angular, setting up Angular environment on your PC. So the first approach is done successfully, and we have also created app using our first approach. Now let's move towards the second approach of Angular installation, that is by installing using git bash. Now this is the software provided by Git, where you can clone the directory from the Git. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is download the Git setup. Okay, so the link is given here in the video. In Google you can just type, click the first link itself, and here as per your operating system, download the setup. Now mine is Windows. Okay, so here I've got the Git link. I'll click on start download. Now it is downloading. So guys, you can see that the Git setup is downloaded. I'll open the folder. So let's begin with the installation of Git. Now if you see, if I right click, there is no Git option present in this menu, but after the installation of Git you should see some few Git options. Okay, so let us have a look at it. Install by after installation of Git, so double click on Git software. The installation is again very easy. You just have to click next, next, next. Next, 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 and the installation starts. The installation of Git is successfully done. Click finish, and to verify whether the Git is installed successfully or not, you just have to right click somewhere and you should see these two options, Git GUI here and Git bash here. Okay, this indicates that Git is successfully installed on your PC. So let us go to our slide. Now we have done the installation of Git software. Now is the time to clone the Git directory to start our application. Now what this does is this command here, git clone. There is a command of git and angular to get demo. So basically this will clone the directory that is located at this particular URL into this folder, which will be created locally, and the name of the folder will be angular to get demo. If you go on to Google and if you type angular quick start, you will get the first link here itself. You can see here the link, and this is the directory. Okay, so you can either download the zip or you can use this command, that is git clone. Okay, so let's follow the approach second, that is by git bash software. So copy this command and now move on to some directory where you have to create the project. So by using approach 1 we have created this project. In the same demo directory we will create our second project by using git bash approach. Okay, so shift do not press shift key, just right click and git bash here. Okay, so you will get such kind of window before you, and just paste whatever you have copied, that is git clone URL and angular to git demo. It will download the file. So if you see here, the option message is specified done. Okay, now what this process have done is it has copied all this directory present on this URL, all this file into angular to git demo. As you can see in the command prompt that the name of folder specified was angular to git demo. So here is the folder created, and if we go into this folder, these are the files. Okay, so these are just the basic file. Now what we need to do is install all the dependency. Okay, now we'll close this particular command prompt of git bash and we'll go into this directory and press shift and right click, open command here, command window here. Now if you see here the link, the path is into angular to git demo. Okay, so you have to be into your project directory. Now we have to install after creation of the project. Okay, you have created the project by using the git command. Now is the time to install the dependency. So just type npm install. Again it will take some 3 to 4 minutes, so please be patient. It is also specified here, after installing you have to go to your directory. So cd means it will just go into the path that has been specified. Okay, here it is specified angular to git demo. It means that it will go into the angular to git demo folder, and we are already in the folder and the installation is going on. Here you can see the path. So guys, as you can see that you get some kind of yellow color text. It means that your project is installed successfully. Now, to check whether the installed files are correct and your application is working fine, you just need to start the application. So type npm start and press enter. So once you do this, you will get some message like npm run build. It is building the application, and once you get this message npm run serve, it means that everything is fine and working correctly, and you will have a browser popping up which will show you the message hello angular. Once you get this message, it means that your application is installed successfully and it's working. The application is working, as you can see in the browser itself. So always do remember, whenever you are working, whenever you are developing your project or you're coding in the file, always keep this command prompt running, npm start, which we have done. So what it does is, whenever you type your code and if there is any syntactical mistake or the code is not proper, it will be reflected. What this command prompt does is it will continuously watch your code, and if there is any error, it will pop you up in command prompt. So it is very necessary that during the development time you keep your command prompt running in npm start mode. So guys, this was the installation of our project by using the second git bash method. Thus, in this tutorial, we have seen the installation process of the Angular project by two approach. First approach is by using the Angular CLI, which installs Angular globally onto your PC, where you can use the ng keyword to start the application and to create the application. Whereas we have the second approach consists of git bash method. You need to install git setup, and then accordingly you can use these statement. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Which approach should I follow? Now basically friends, you see there is no such compulsion or there is no any kind of rule whether to use approach 1 by Angular CLI or to use approach 2 by git bash, by downloading the directory from git. So there is no such rule or there is no any kind of condition. It depends completely on you, which method to follow. But my suggestion to you will be, the beginners and all the people who are watching this, to follow the approach 2 by using git bash, by cloning the directory. So basically, now why? The reason is why it comes with the basic setup of the Angular project. So you can start right from the beginning. You can initialize the model that you want. You can initialize the component that you want. So that will be quite easy and suitable to develop the application. Now, what is component? What are modules? We will be having a look at it in our upcoming videos. For today's video, that's it guys, and please do not forget to subscribe. Please press the red button below and subscribe. Keep watching, keep studying, keep enjoying. Thank you.